The sun was setting on the small human colony of Arden 5. Its fields glowed golden, and the soft hum of machines filled the air. People were preparing to rest after another long day of work. Among them was Lieutenant Kieran Voss, a young but fearless soldier. Kieran had fought small skirmishes before, but nothing could prepare him for what was about to come. Without warning, the sky darkened. A fleet of enormous alien ships appeared on the horizon, their shapes unlike anything humans had seen. They were sleek, black, and almost alive, moving silently but with deadly precision. Panic spread among the people as alarms blared. Kieran grabbed his plasma rifle and ran toward the command center. Inside, the colony's commander, Major Tarek, was already issuing orders. This is not a raid. This is an invasion. Everyone ready your defenses, he shouted. Kieran's heart pounded. He had trained for combat, but the scale of this war was terrifying. Alien forces began landing on the colony outskirts. The aliens were fast and ruthless. Their weapons fired beams of light that melted metal and shattered walls. Kieran and his squad fought bravely, using every tactic they had learned. But the enemy seemed unstoppable. The ground shook under the weight of alien walkers, and smoke filled the air. Despite the chaos, Kieran refused to retreat. He shouted commands, helping civilians escape and covering his team. In the middle of the battle, a strange thing happened. One of the alien leaders, taller than the others and glowing with an eerie light, paused. Its eyes locked on Kieran. For a moment, time seemed to stop. Kieran felt a shiver run down his spine. It was as if the alien recognized him or feared him. Then it signaled the others to advance. As the fight continued, Kieran noticed something unusual. The alien army moved like a single mind, coordinated perfectly. But Kieran also saw flaws: hesitation when humans took cover, brief moments of confusion. He realized that if he could exploit these tiny weaknesses, they might survive. Kieran rallied his team and led a counterattack. Using guerrilla tactics, they ambushed the alien patrols, slowing their advance. Explosions lit the sky, and the sound of gunfire echoed across the colony. Civilians hid in shelters while soldiers fought bravely, but the aliens kept coming. The battle seemed endless. During a brief lull, Kieran scanned the battlefield. The alien leader was still observing him from a distance. Kieran wondered, why is it focused on me? He couldn't understand their language, but their intentions were clear: they wanted to conquer or destroy. Yet, something in Kieran's human courage seemed to matter. Suddenly, a massive explosion rocked the eastern sector. Kieran ran toward the source and found a group of scientists trapped under debris. Without hesitation, he lifted heavy beams and pulled them to safety. The aliens took advantage of every distraction, but Kieran's actions inspired his team. Soldiers fought harder, civilians resisted panic, and even some of the colony's older defense systems seemed to hold longer than expected. As night fell, the battle reached its peak. The alien forces were advancing toward the colony center. Kieran realized that their goal was the energy core, which powered the colony's shields. If it fell, the entire settlement would be lost. He knew what he had to do. Gathering a small squad, he devised a risky plan. They would launch a surprise attack directly at the alien leader. If they could take it down or disrupt its command, the rest of the army might retreat. The squad moved quietly, using ruined buildings as cover. Every step was tense, every shadow a potential threat. When they reached the alien leader, Kieran saw it for the first time up close. Its armor was unlike anything on Earth, pulsating with strange energy. It turned slowly to face him. Kieran raised his weapon, ready for the fight of his life. A fierce battle erupted. Kieran dodged alien attacks while trying to hit critical weak points in its armor. Sparks flew, and energy beams cut through the air. Despite the fear and chaos, Kieran remained calm. He remembered every training exercise, every lesson in strategy. Slowly, he realized that courage and quick thinking could match even the most advanced alien technology. Just as it seemed the leader might overpower him, Kieran noticed a small device on its chest. It pulsed with energy, controlling the rest of the army. With a calculated leap, he struck it with a plasma charge. The device exploded, sending a shockwave across the battlefield. Alien soldiers paused, confused and disoriented. The humans seized the moment, pushing them back and regaining lost ground. The unexpected victory was brief, but significant. The aliens retreated, disappearing into the night sky. The colony was damaged, but it had survived. Soldiers and civilians cheered, exhausted but relieved. Kieran stood among them, his body bruised but his spirit stronger than ever. He realized that even in the face of overwhelming power, human courage, intelligence, and unity could change the outcome. As dawn broke over Arden 5, Kieran looked at the horizon. The war was far from over. The aliens would return, stronger and smarter. But Kieran also knew something else. Humans were not as weak as they seemed. And when the next battle came, they would be ready. The story ends with a sense of suspense and hope. Kieran's journey was only beginning, and the audience is left wondering, how will he prepare for the next attack? What secrets do the aliens hide?